Turn it up. Works better if it's turned up a little bit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I got to take my mask off so everybody can hear me. Can you hear me better now?
Just a little bit, Dwayne.
Just a little bit. Sorry about that, folks. We are a little discombobulated, I guess, for lack of a better term tonight. I'm doing the PA announcing as well for the starting lineup. So it will sound a little funny to you folks at home. We'll kind of step away when it comes that time, and we'll have the national anthem. So what I'll have Kenny do is when he takes his hat off, I'll have him hold his microphone up and turn his mic up so we can try to pick up the national anthem. But you'll be able to hear me do the starting lineup and all the announcements that go along with it as we get ready to start tonight. This is opening round of IHSA Class A regionals. We're at Sciota. We're in Sciota, Illinois. Well, kind of in it, outside of Sciota, Illinois, at West Prairie High School for North Fulton and A-Town. I actually seen these two teams play a couple games 2 Saturdays ago. A-Town lost to North Fulton in their round-robin matchup on that day. So we'll see if things can change here. North Fulton is playing A-Town, and A-Town is playing both of them for a chance to take on Hartsburg-Emden on Wednesday night here in Sciota. So as I said, we will be doing some announcing here. So as soon as everybody gets off the floor, we will take that. We'll do a quick announcement and a national anthem and then go through starting lineups. So as I said, there will be a little silence here, so bear with me a second as we make sure everything's clear. Mr. Finch get everything out of the way and make sure he's ready to go, and then we will start with the national anthem and everything here tonight from Sciota High School. Good evening and welcome to West Prairie High School for tonight's varsity matchup between the Wildcats of North Fulton High School and the Tornadoes of A-Town. At this time, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem. Might have jumped the start a little bit on Mr. Finch. Thank you. And now the starting lineups. First for the visiting Tornadoes. At right back, wearing number 31, Brianna Hensley. At right front, wearing number 9, Trinity Horton. At middle front, wearing number 25, Riley Cooper. At left front, wearing number 26, Malia Nagel. At left back, wearing number 18, Jesse Roberts. And at middle back, wearing number 30, Brooke Piper. The Tornadoes are coached by Jessica Travis, assisted by Katie Tegarden and Stacy Nagel. And now the starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard, the Wildcats of North Fulton High School. At right back, wearing number 25, Jenna Gorsuch. At right front, wearing number 22, Ellie Quick. At middle front, wearing number 14, Jenna Slish. At left front, wearing number 13, Olivia Miller. At left back, wearing number 12, Abby Patterson. At middle back, wearing number 27, Lainey Whitsitt. And the libero, number 1, Olivia Hanlon. The Wildcats are coached by Julia McConkey and assisted by Reggie Irwin. Your officials for tonight's game are Lana Porter and Diana Welsh. Lines judges are Don Torrance and Pam Burnham. All right, folks. A little different of starting here for us tonight. I apologize. I should have thought about having to do the starting lineups because Greg always does the starting lineups for the home games, so should have thought about that a little better coming in, Kenny. It's just one of those deals where you kind of forget what's going on and you know what you normally do, and when something gets thrown at you a little different, it screws you up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But we're ready to go here on the opening night of regional action. Postseason play has just about begun here in Sciota, and you're watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. We do appreciate you joining us. Hopefully some of you folks have watched us before. We did do all the games from the high school for the Bushnell Varsity Volleyball Tournament a few weeks ago, and both of these teams did play in that tournament. North Fulton played for the championship of the tournament against Havana, lost in a 3-set match, a very, very good match against Havana on Saturday 2 Saturdays ago, I should say. And back to serve for North Fulton will be number 25, Jenna Gorsuch. Gorsuch's serve is going to be dug by Hensley. It's going to come near side to Cooper on the hit. The lefty hits it into the net, though, a hitting error, and it's 1-0 for the Wildcats, as we'll try to keep up on everything. We're a little discombobulated on the score as well, but we'll try to do our best. Cooper's going to push it across. Hanlon is there. The hit by Slish is out of bounds. It's going to be a side out. Serve goes to the Tornadoes, and back to serve will be Brianna Hensley for the Tornadoes. She wears number 31. The serve is deep. Hanlon takes it. It's going to be set, and then an attack by Quick into the net for a point for the Tornadoes, and it's 2-1 as Hensley gets the first serving point of the game for A-Town. Deep serve goes to Patterson. It's set by Gorsuch, and the hit across is going to ultimately fall. Slish with the hit. We'll give her a kill as it was an unsettable or unpassable attack. So it will be 2-2, and back to serve will be Ellie Quick for North Fulton. 2-2 is the score. Deep, and Roberts barely gets out of the way. Moves her head just in time to let it go by, and it's a side out. Checking in will be number 20 for the Wildcats, and in for the Tornadoes, number 22 is Maddie Stevens, and she will be back to serve after the side out. We will have to get number 20's name. She wasn't on the roster that was given. It is at the table, but I can't remember her name from Saturday. Patterson on the attack now, and it's out. It is out on the attack, so Stevens is going to get a point, and that will make it 4-2. A-Town. Serve, Hanlon is there. Gorsuch tracks it down. Patterson sends it across, and then Hensley sends it back. Hanlon's there. Now to Gorsuch. Back set on the attack to Miller. Miller's dug, and now it's going to go middle to Cooper. Slish had it. She blocked it. It fell right down in front of her. Couldn't do anything with it. Cooper gets the kill for the Tornadoes, and it is 5-2. A-Town with the early lead. Stevens gets her second service point. Hanlon is there off the side of the arm. Miller tracks it down. Or no, that's Patterson tracked it down. It comes over on a free ball. Hensley sets to Roberts, and Roberts with the hitting error is now coming into the contest will be Grace Chatterton. Gracie Chatterton checks in, replacing Stevens. Back to serve will be Slish for the Wildcats. Hensley a bump set to Cooper. She's going to push it across. Gorsuch sends it deep. Piper's there. Now Hensley sends it deep just to return the favor. Gorsuch now sets to Patterson. It's blocked. Falls in, she thought. A block by Cooper, I believe. It was Cooper and a Nagel over there. We'll give each one of them a block. And a side out. Hanlon is there to serve receive. It's 6-3. Over it goes. Nagel sets it out as she had a good thought but couldn't keep it in. Another side out. And it goes back to the Wildcats. Back to serve will be number 13, Olivia Miller. It is deep. Cooper's there. Hensley tracks it down. Nagel pushes it across. She goes to Miller. Gorsuch sets to Patterson. Off Patterson's fingers. And it's going to fall. Patterson's going to get the kill. Wasn't a real hard hit, but Patterson gets the kill nonetheless. Abby Patterson with the kill. And it's a 1-point contest now, 6-5. Miller's serve. The jump serve falls for an ace. Olivia Miller gets her second point, first ace, and we're knotted at 6 now here in set number 1 of the opening round of regional action. A let serve is dug by Nagel. Hensley's going to set it to Nagel on the attack, and it is in. A kill for Nagel. And Nagel will go back to serve now on the side out, giving her team the 7-6 lead. Nagel's serve is Hanlon. Now it's going to be pushed across by Whitsitt. Back to Hensley, who pushes it across and out of bounds. So a side out results now with Quick coming back into the contest and Patterson going back to serve. It is Abby Patterson at the serve. Cooper receives and going to call a lift on the Tornadoes. So Patterson will get the service point. And that's going to go off of Hensley's hands out of bounds. An ill-advised attempt to set a serve, and it's 9-7 now. North Fulton taking the lead over A-Town. Patterson looping serve. Nagel sets it. Patterson tried to get to it. Nagel a little dink there as she gets the serve back for the Tornadoes. And back to serve will be number 18, Jessie Roberts. Her team trailing by 1 now, 9-8. Hanlon is there. Now Miller setting to Gorsuch. Gorsuch pushes it to Cooper. Nagel sets it to Horton. Doug. And out of play. Horton's going to get the kill. And a point knots it at 9 apiece as Jessie Roberts gets her first service point. Miller sets Quick now, and she'll get a kill. Ellie Quick with the kill. And it's a side out to the Wildcats. Hanlon serves. It's off of Horton's arms, out of bounds. An ace. Hanlon back to serve again. Deep. Cooper's there. Nagel back set to Piper. It's blocked and dug. Now Gorsuch is going to set far side to Quick, and it's going to fall. Not hard hit, but found a hole, and Quick is going to get the second kill and another point for Hanlon. And that goes over the head of the would-be defender another point and another ace, and we're going to take a timeout here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Welcome back to TSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'd like to thank our pre-game sponsor, JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell.
Hanlon, another ace as she finds the short corner, and it's 14-9. 3 straight aces and 4 straight points for Hanlon now, as the Wildcats start to take control here, and Cooper gets that. That might have been out of bounds. Horton's going to go on the attack, and it's going to go far right, out of play, or out of bounds, I should say. Another point for the Wildcats. 15-9 is the score. Hanlon to serve now. Cooper is there. Nagel back set to Piper, and she'll get the kill to stop the bleeding for the Tornadoes. And just like that, Piper will go back to serve with the side out. Her team now trailing by 5, 15-10. Hensley had to take evasive action to get out of the way of that one. It's about knocked her in the back of the noggin. She gets out of the way, and it's going to be a side out to Gorsuch and the Wildcats. Piper, Hensley a bump set to Cooper, who sends a free ball across. Hanlon, Gorsuch the set, middle to Slish. Slish gets the kill. Her second. Gorsuch gets another point. This is Gorsuch's second serve. Cooper on the attack. She nails it to the back row, and it's unplayable. Second kill for Cooper. Checking in will be Kendra Hendricks to serve for Brianna Hensley, as Hendricks now tries to bring her team back from a 6-point deficit, 17-11. Short serve is dug over there by Slish. It's going to be set to the back to Quick. Now it's going to be Hendricks. Cooper is going to send it across. Hanlon, a nice diving dig. It's going to go to Quick on the left side, and off the block it'll fall. Ellie Quick gets her third kill, a side out, and Quick will go back to serve for the Wildcats, leading 18-11 now here in set number 1 of the opening round of regional action. A little miscommunication there gives Quick a point, as the Wildcats open an 8-point advantage now. Ellie Quick gets her first service point. These stats, of course, are unofficial. Coach Paul's sitting in front of me, and she probably thinks I'm way too nice on some of these kills, I would imagine. Nagel to Cooper. Cooper sends the free ball across. Quick is there. Gorsuch back sets to Miller. Miller tips it across. Hendricks is there. Across it goes by Nagel. One-arm dig by Gorsuch. Miller is going to Slish, is going to send it across. There's another one-arm dig. Hendricks is there for a bump set. It's going to go middle to Cooper. She sends it across. Hanlon now. Gorsuch middle to Slish, and not sure if she meant to hit it that soft, but if she did, it worked out perfectly. Slish gets her third kill. Another point for Quick, and it is a 9-point advantage now for the Wildcats. And that is in an ace right at the line. Roberts thought of it. Do I want it? Do I not want it? Last second, let it go, and it was right inside the line. So a 10-point advantage. Well, not anymore. Side out on the service error. So it's going to be 21-12. Checking in will be Maddie Stevens for the Tornadoes, with her team trailing by 9 now. Here from West Prairie High School, opening round of regional action. Stevens' serve goes to Hanlon. Gorsuch now is going to set across to Miller. No, that's Patterson, excuse me. And her hit did not get across the net. Hit the ribbon and fell back on the wrong side. A point for the Tornadoes. And Stevens gets her 3rd service point. She's the only Tornado with more than 1 service point. They're going to send a free ball across, and the Tornadoes got caught on their heels a little bit. Communication was a bit of a problem there, as I don't think most people thought that was going to get it over the net, Kenny.
That was just a really kind of soft shot, but with these soft shots, they're putting it in perfect position, and that's where they're getting all these points and their massive lead.
Slish back to serve now for the Wildcats. Off of Roberts, it goes to the net, and it's blocked by Abby Patterson. And another point for the Wildcats. Slish gets her 1st service point. Back to Roberts, off to the side. It's dug up. It's going to be a free ball if they get it across. They do. Nagel was there. Now Slish. Gorsuch is going to push to Whitsitt. It was Doug. Whitsitt's going to hit the end, and Cooper's going to get called for a lift. Whitsitt. Laney Whitsitt gets the kill. And it is set point. Into the net it goes. A hitting error after a passing error. And Slish gets the last 3 points, and that's how set number 1 will end. 25-13 the final. North Fulton 1 set away from advancing to the regional semifinal to play Hartsburg-Emden. We'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, and be back in just a couple minutes.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards, or like circles, or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan, and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back to West Prairie High School. Set number 2. Set number 1 goes to the Wildcats. They are 1 set away from moving on in postseason play. I want to apologize to Washita Bradford and Sam Munson, who I did not have on my roster. I do remember Sam Munson playing in the 2 games that I saw Saturday, but I don't remember Washita playing. So we'll rack it and restack it here for set number 2. A-Town's season with Hensley serving starts its possible final game now as Quick pushes it across. Nagel's there. Miller's going to set to Slish. Slish, his hit is dug with a one-hand dig, and it's sent across by Cooper. Hanlon's there. Now a back set goes to Gorsuch. And they're going to call in the net on A-Town. Maddie Stevens gets called for being in the net. And it's a point for the Wildcats. Gorsuch's back to serve now. Piper on the dig. Hensley can't really get to it, and it's going to be a point for Gorsuch and the Wildcats. Another deep serve to Piper. Hensley's just going to push it across deep and out of play. It was a good thought, Kenny. She found the right spot, but just couldn't keep it in play.
Just a little bit to the far side. 3-0 is
off of Roberts' hands. Gorsuch gets her 5th service point, and it's 4-0.
North Fulton has been doing a really good job of serving so far in this game. They're going to try and keep up this lead that they have.
And that one's going to fall in front of Roberts. An ace and a timeout. We'll keep it here this time. It's 5-0 in set number 2. North Fulton trying to find their way to the regional semifinal to play Hartsburg-Emden on Wednesday nights. You're listening and watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We are brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help in the prevention and care and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. We're also brought to you by Tri-County Seeds, your local Golden Harvest seed advisor, located in Sciota, Illinois, rooted in genetics, agronomy, and service for over 10 years. Contact Nate Todd at 309-333-3437 for all of your Golden Harvest corn, soybean, and seed treatment needs.
And after the timeout, A-Town comes out. The season on the line here, down 5-0 at the start of set number 2. They are down 1-0 here in the opening round of regionals. I guess it would be technically the quarterfinal round, right? But there's only one game here in the quarterfinal round on this side of the bracket. Quick to Gorsuch, who pushes it across, and then it's going to be hit by Slish, dug by Piper. Hensley's going to set it to the wrong side, and they're going to call Cooper in the net.
That was a close call there as both players went in to block each other. As that one's going to fall down 7-0 now your score. Run by North Fulton really has just caught this Tornadoes team off guard.
Nagel going to send it to Quick. Slish sends it back to Quick, and Quick sends it quickly into the net. First point of the contest for A-Town comes on their first defensive side out. And Stevens goes back to serve for A-Town. Serve is deep and out of play. A service error to open the serving. Well, I guess that's technically their second serve. Quick back to serve now for the Wildcats. And Ellie Quick gets an ace.
North Fulton has definitely found where they want to serve. It's right in that middle section in between the two lines.
It really doesn't matter who's there. It's where they've served and had a lot of success. And an attempted attack from the back row from Gracie Chatterton, but she had a couple people yelling at her when she was trying it. And it's going to fall to the floor. That is out, just barely. And it is 11-1. Tornadoes, or 11-2, excuse me. I think might be 10-2. I had 10-2 initially. Checking in will be Washita Bradford, number 20.
Should be 11-2.
Hanlon. Patterson with the kill. Abby Patterson gets the kill, her second. It's now 11-2.
As our scoreboard showing 10-3.
Yeah. Slish with the serve. No. Hensley with the bump set. It's free ball across. Gorsuch, middle to Whitsitt, and Whitsitt was in the net. Side out to the Tornadoes. It's 11-3 unofficially. Back to serve for the Tornadoes will be Malia Nagel.
We're going to get the scoreboard figured out as we have some issues now showing 111-3.
I hope it'll be over a long time before that. The problem, and I understand that those boards.
Oh yeah.
Once you get them messed up, it's hard to get them fixed. So I don't. And he's got the older style. So go ahead, Kenny.
Well, we've got this timeout. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by NDH. It's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Brett Powell. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today.
Nagel serves short. Patterson's there. Gorsuch is going to set Miller. Miller is dug by Nagel. Hensley's going to set middle to Piper. Piper's hit is dug by Munson. Hanlon tries to track it down. Can't get there. A offensive point for the first time for the Tornadoes. As Nagel gets the service point. Piper gets the kill, her second. And a service error sends it out of bounds, so it will be Olivia Miller back to serve for the Wildcats. She'll come to set now as well. Deep, it goes off of Chatterton. It's going to be hit across by Hensley. Hanlon is there. Miller's going to set far side to Patterson. Down the line, dug by Cooper. Pushed across deep corner. Hanlon got there as Nagel sent it across. Side out for the Tornadoes as they've slowed the bleeding a little bit here. And back to serve will be number 18, Jesse Roberts. Low, hard serve is dug by Munson. Gorsuch tracked it down, and a big-time block by Piper. Piper gets the block.
Tornadoes starting to get a little sign of life here, down 6 with their season on the line. They really want to keep this momentum rolling.
And Piper on the overpass gets the kill. Her third. And they continue to cut into the lead just a little bit. Now Gorsuch is going to push it down the line. 125 to another. That was Cooper. Now it's going to be Piper on the hit again. Munson's there. Patterson. Now Hanlon's going to have to send the free ball across. Roberts. Nagel. Middle to Piper, and it's blocked by Whitsitt. And it is a side out back to the Wildcats. Quick checks back in for the Wildcats. Back to serve is Abby Patterson. Stevens receives it, not very well, and it's going to be finally Hensley bumping it across with a free ball. Miller is going to set out to Quick. She tips it across. It's going to be bumped back across by Nagel. Hanlon's there. Miller couldn't get anything to it. She just got it up in the air. Gorsuch sends a free ball across. Nagel's going to back set now to Hensley, and Hensley's going to hit it out of bounds. A point for Abby Patterson. And it's 14-7. Cooper's there. Nagel. Now Piper's going to have to send it up. She didn't get it across. She tried to send a free ball across and keep it low. Wasn't able to do so. That's going to make it 15-7 now as Patterson gets another service point. Quick gets the kill on the slight overpass. And it's 16-7 now. Cooper, Nagel. Stevens now is going to hit it into the net, a hitting error. And it's 17-7. If you folks are watching us at home, we do have a few people watching. So if you're watching at home, let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Here, Hensley sends it across and gets a side out for her squad. But we do love seeing who you're cheering for and where you're watching from, so please feel free to do that.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because if you are North Fulton fan, A-Town fan, during basketball season, we will be showing anytime they play West Prairie or Bushnell. We will be having it on here, so subscribe and Turn on notifications and you'll be able to see.
Lauren Suko into serve and had a service error. Hanlon back to serve now. It's after dueling side outs. It's tapped across by Nagel. And Nagel is a front row or a back row attack from the front row. So illegal overhead attack by Nagel. Hanlon gets her 6th service point. Cooper on the attack. Munson is there. And I was calling Bradford Munson a few minutes ago. I apologize, everybody. Stevens with the attack out of bounds makes it 20-8. Piper. Nagel to Hensley. Gorsuch is there. Miller. Now Gorsuch again. Cooper digs it out of the net. Now she's going to push it across. Munson. Gorsuch on the attack and out of bounds. A side out for the Commandos.
Tornadoes, I believe.
Or yeah, that's what they. Yeah, it used to be Commandos when it was just Abington, right? It's Abington Avon now. Yep. I'm old. You have to bear with me occasionally, folks. I Slish on the attack, and she'll get a kill. Unofficially her 4th. And it's 21-9. Back to serve will be number 25, Jenna Gorsuch. Overpass is tipped down by Quick. Another kill, and it's 22-9. So Gorsuch back to serve again. She has her 9th service point. Roberts tracks down a chance to get it over for Piper, who had 2 miscalculated hits in that scenario. So it's 23-9 now. And that was an ace for Gorsuch, her 11th service point, 2nd ace, and it is match point for the Wildcats. They lead 24-9 here in set number 2. They won set 1, 25-13. Gorsuch's serve is to Piper. Hensley's going to set middle to Cooper. Dug by Munson. Gorsuch bump set to Hanlon, who hits it across. Now it's going to come to Stevens. She's going to be dug by Munson off her arm, and Stevens will get the kill to keep the hope alive for the Tornadoes. They have to serve 14 straight from the hand of Stevens here to prolong their season. Munson is there. Gorsuch to Slish. Slish dug. It's going to be Hensley setting to Roberts. Roberts dug by Hanlon. Now it's going to be Quick with the tip. It's going to go up a couple times. Nope, illegal hit. Side out results in the 25-10 win for the Wildcats. The Wildcats win N2 25-13, 25-10. They will play Hartsburg-Emden on Wednesday night. I do believe that is the second game. I don't have that in front of me, but I believe it is. We will have all the tournament games here from West Prairie High School on our TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Of course, that's Hewlett Public Pro LLC. That's where we're at on YouTube. You found us already if you're listening, but share it with your friends. Hewlett Public Pro LLC on YouTube. A few stats for you. These are, of course, unofficial for A-Town. 1 kill for Trinity Horton, 3 points for Jesse Roberts, 3 points and a kill for Maddie Stevens. Riley Cooper had 2 kills and a block. Malia Nagel had a point, 2 kills and 1 block. And Brooke Piper had 3 kills and 1 block. Brianna Hensley had 1 kill. For North Fulton, they won 25-13, 25-10, so not a surprise. They had more stats to talk about here. Olivia Hanlon, the libero, had 7 service points and 3 aces. Abby Patterson had 5 service points, 1 ace, 1 block, and 2 kills. Olivia Miller had 2 points and ace. She is one of the 2 setters. Jenna Slish had 3 points and 4 kills. Ellie Quick had 5 points, 2 aces, and 5 kills. Jenna Gorsuch was a demon behind the line. She had 11 points and 2 aces for the Wildcats, and Laney Whitsitt had a block and a kill. That's the stats for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night here from West Prairie High School as we have BPC, or the first game is actually the West Prairie Cyclones playing in the first game, and then we'll have BPC in the second game. BPC plays United. West Prairie plays, I'm drawing a complete blank. It's already on our list, but I'm drawing a complete blank who West Prairie plays. I should know that. It's in your little program right there, isn't it?
I believe it should be West Central.
It is West Central. That's right. I apologize, folks. It is West Central. I put the game in today for the link. You can check us out at TSSR Game Time Live on Facebook. That might be where you found this link already. We will have those links tomorrow, and we'll have the links for Wednesday for North Fulton, who comes to play Hartsburg-Emden on Wednesday. Is that the first game or the second game? You still have that pulled up, does it say?
Well, it kind of just shows the rosters, so I believe that should be the second game, maybe.
Okay, so we'll announce that for sure tomorrow.
And we'll
night
have links on Facebook for everything.
And everything that we put on our YouTube channel. So if you're listening, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can go look, and everything is listed there, and the times that they're scheduled to start will be there. I do know West Prairie. It is a little different starting time, though, folks. The two game nights start at 5:30 instead of 6, which is predominantly the norm. So be prepared that tomorrow night will be on about 5:55, and Wednesday night will be on about 5:50 or 5:25 and 5:25 on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then we'll be back to 5:55 on Thursday.
And just like every other stream that we have here on Hewlett Public Pro LLC, if you do end up missing just a little bit and want to go back, we will always have the shows up to watch no matter what, whenever you want, right after the game. And so if you come in 15 minutes late and you don't really want to miss that first 15 minutes, just wait a little bit and watch it all the way through.
You can sure do that. We'd love to have you do that. So I guess that'll about do it for tonight. Very quick match. I don't even know what time it is, but it got over pretty fast. 6:39. It's about a 35-minute match. That's a fast one. So we want to thank everybody from Abington and Avon and all points in between in the school district there, and for all the folks from Valley and Cuba High Schools and all the points in between for watching tonight. We hope that you enjoyed it. North Fulton fans, we'll talk to you again on Wednesday night. For Kenny Suter, I'm Dwayne Hewlett. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow night. West Prairie and BPC are back in action.